Hey everybody, welcome to our next lesson on adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers, mostly emphasizing on subtraction. I got Natalie here with me. She's going to help me out with this one today, so if she starts crying, I'm going to have to pause it and take care of her. But what I wanted to work on first is think of any shortcuts that you might use when you're adding or subtracting, when you add credits or debits, when you add positive or negative numbers. Pause for a second and try to think about that. All right. For example, what shortcuts do you use? Like for this one, 9 plus 6. Well, a positive 9 plus a positive 6. Well, you've been doing that since kindergarten, first grade. 9 plus 6, I hope you guys know, is 15. So what shortcut do you? A positive plus a positive is more positive. You have $9, and you have $6, you have more money. What about when you have two negative numbers? You owe $7, then you owe $5. Do you owe more or less? Well, you owe more. You have more of a negative. So 7 plus 5, since the signs are the same, we're going to add them together, and it would be 7 plus 5 is 12, but negative 7 plus negative 5 is negative 12. Okay? What happens when you do these two? They're opposites. But you got to remember, these are adding problems. So positive 9 minus 6, if I have $9 but I owe 6, I'm only going to have $3 in my pocket. Now the way I do that would be, they're opposites, so I'm going to subtract 9 minus 6 is 3, and since 9 is a larger number, it's going to be, and 9's positive, the answer is going to be positive. This one, 8's the larger number, the signs are different, so 8 minus 5 is 3, but since 8's the larger number, the sign's negative, so it's going to be negative. Good, let's move on. Do these, please. Check to see if you're right. Natalie, you're not right. There you go. Alright. What about these? Good. 30 is bigger than 20, so that's why it's a negative. 70 is bigger than 50, that's why it's positive. 90 is bigger than 100, that's why it's negative. How about these? Ooh, I like these. These are tough. 1/2 is the same as 2/4. So if you have 2/4 plus 1/4, you have 3. Oh, wait. That is not the right answer right here, guys. That should be negative 3/4, because this would be negative 2/4 plus a 1/4 would be 3/4. That is wrong. What about this one? It should be negative 2/3. And this one, let's turn this into 8. It'd be 4/8. What is negative 4/8 plus 2/8? It'd be 2/8. And if you simplify it, it'd be there. Good. Okay. But what I want you to do in this lesson is we're going to pretend we're accountants. And everything we do in life isn't necessarily right. Mistakes happen, even in business. And so accountants who are dealing with it sometimes deal with people who make mistakes that affect the bottom line by posting credits or debits. Now remember, in our game, credits are things we're adding to our total. That's a good thing. Debits are things we're taking away. Okay, so this new business has some quirks, and so some things are not reported correctly. So sometimes we have to take it away. When a debit or a negative number is taken away or subtracted, when someone says, oh, you owe me $5, but then says, oh, never mind, you don't owe me $5, well, that's $5 more that you didn't think you were going to have that you have. Your number goes up. But when you thought you were getting money, when someone said, here, have $5, and you sit and you think, sweet, I have $5, and then they take it away, you see that as a decrease in the bottom line. Now this is very confusing. This confuses a lot of people. So spend some time and think about this, and we will practice this in class if it doesn't make sense. But really delve in to say, what do you mean by subtracting? Okay. Remember that when we're labeling a credit, we do it with a positive sign. And a debit, we do it with a negative sign to help keep track of positive and negative numbers. Okay. So this is going to be a form we're going to do in class. And ultimately, it's going to come in, it's going to show, hey, we have $8 comes in, so we start with 0. We're going to add 8. That's great. And we're going to have $8. We get another credit of 3. So we add $8. And we had another credit come in, and we got 3. And then we had 11. And then we had a debit of 4. That's not good. Takes it away. 11 plus 4, or plus a negative 4. Okay, because we're just doing what they're telling us. Negative 4, that takes it away, and it gives us 7. And then we'll keep going in class tomorrow. But what I want to show you, sorry guys, is this. A credit of $3 was an error. Oh, so I almost have power. We had $3, but it was a mistake. So we need to adjust the account. So we have $7, but we need to take away, that's why it says subtract, a credit of $3, which is why we have 4. Okay. And we're going to practice this in the game in class. And you guys know this game. Okay. Now I'll come back to this. Let's look at it here. Okay. And kind of the easy way to do it, and the type your parents will probably tell you, and what I'll tell you in class, is it doesn't help you understand it, but it does make it easy. And so if you have 12 minus 20, we never like subtraction problems. We never do. So what I always want to do is turn it to an addition problem. And if I'm going to turn it to an addition problem, I have to change the second number. So if it was a positive, I'll change it to a negative. If it was a negative, I'll change it to a positive. So it was a positive, now it's a negative. So 12 plus a negative 20 is going to give me a negative 8. Okay, this one, I don't like that sign, so I'm going to change it. It's going to be a positive, but I have to change the second sign. Never change the first sign, always change the second sign. So 10 plus a positive 5 is going to give me $15. Okay, so make sure you sum that up, the how to change the signs. Okay, this one, we change the negative subtraction always to positive adding, but we always change the sign on the second number. Make sure that's in your summary. So negative 12 plus negative 7, signs are the same. You're going to have more negative. It's going to be a negative 19. I can't write like this. Natalie's not wanting me to. All right. Now, quick review, because we're going to spend more time on this tomorrow, is make sure you guys do these real quick. Make sure you're understanding the relationship between grams and milligrams, kilograms and grams, grams and milligrams. And then also, if you looked on the page before, where is it? General rule, this one, try this, is 1 ounce is equal to 30 grams. So how many ounces can fit into 120 grams? Try that one. Pause these and try these. There you go, guys. Okay, we'll look at the rest tomorrow. Thanks.